What's going on, guys? I am here for the first ever, these gotta go on because I just immediately looked at myself, for the first ever How To Tuesday that's gonna come in set up like this, where I'm in front of the camera. There's not necessarily a full vlog style where I'm working out and doing whatever. I'm gonna actually talk to you about a specific topic. I'm going to use an article that I've written or an article that I'm going to write for the How To Tuesday. I'm gonna break it down for you guys, and today's topic is how to fit fitness into a busy lifestyle, how to make time for fitness. It's something I'm passionate about talking about. I have strong feelings towards it, and I'm going to try to break it down in a way that I'm not bashing you for not making the time, because I know everybody's schedule is different, but we've all been there, and I want to break it down in a certain way. So first, I'm going to immediately start breaking down some things. Look at this. I've bought some cool stuff. Feeling like Christian Guzman with this thing. I was going to do the Casey Neistat wrap, but this just seems so much more practical. Sorry, Casey. But, alright, let's do this. How to make time for fitness. Alright, we're done. End the vlog. Alright, I'm going to link everything below in the article. We got 24 hours a day times 7 days a week. That gives us a total of 168 hours. Boom. There it is. 168 hours, right? Now, I'm not going to write down how we broke this down each time in the article, but let's say we subtract 56 right off the bat. Why are we doing that? Because we need to sleep 8 hours a night in order to recover. That leaves us with 112 hours, right? Now, let's assume we all work for a living. I'm going to take another 56 hours a week, right off, dedicated towards working. That's like more than enough, I feel like. You're working more than that, you better change your dang life. That's either going to school full-time, working, whatever. So now you have another 56 hours left over. Okay, now, we'll give you guys 3 hours every single day just to use towards your nutrition planning. And nutrition planning, just for an example of this, is part of your fitness. So I'm giving you 3 hours in there to plan your nutrition, which is going to be 75 to 80% of your overall fitness transformation. So it's already in here, so you should not have time, right? So there's 3 hours a day completely devoted towards that. Just so you know, it takes me about 15 minutes every day. I go to Chipotle and then I make oatmeal and eggs and stuff for dinner. Like, sometimes I'll go out, like, you just plan on the fly. So, but I'm giving you 3 hours every single day for that. And how much do I have to take off from that? That is leaving us at 35 hours left for the entire week. Now I'm going to give you 2 hours every single day to devote towards your family. How nice of me. That gives us 21 hours left. Then I'm going to give you another hour per day just to relax and do absolutely nothing. That gives us 14 hours left. Have a new hobby, take another hour. Alright, 7 hours left. Now, you're left with 7 free hours after all of that, right? Here, I'll pick it up and show you. 7 hours left over. Now that's assuming we're talking about going to the gym 1 hour per day, every day of the week. Now the cool part about that is I have another article called How Many Times a Week Do You Have to Work Out? Well, do you really have to work out? And you could get shredded. You could get superhero jacked. You could get shredded like any of these celebrities we've researched on the site, going to the gym 3 days a week. Very easily. If you want to step it up, I like to work out 6 days a week, 7 days a week, sometimes depending on, not necessarily lifting weights, but sometimes I'll work out 3, 4, 5 days lifting weights. Other days I just like to get moving, do cardio, go for a walk, do a hike, something like that. I like to be moving. So you can do something like that, but let's just say I'm giving you 7 hours after all of that to hit the gym, right? Okay. So that's, now you got your 7 hours. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to clip in a workout that I recorded. I was in a rush before, this was actually supposed to go in a video from like last week. And I was like, I don't want to put up a rushed video. I don't want to put up a rushed clip, a rushed vlog. I want to make it like good for you guys to see. So what I did was I scrapped it. But I'm going to show you guys a pretty high volume leg workout that took me anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. I went alone, I filmed alone, that's with filming time, and I was in and out of the gym. Now sometimes I'll add on an extra half an hour for cardio, so that's about an hour, hour and 15 minutes depending. And I just like training. I like being in there. Sometimes I take my time, sometimes I go longer, and my workouts are anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Thankfully, you can do that 3 times a week. We just talked about it. It's more so about where you put your time, where you allocate time, what you want to do. If you want to play video games, if you want to play World of Warcraft, if you want to play Hearthstone, you're going to do that. Alright, so let's take a second. I'm going to clip in the workout routine now. We back? We're back? Alright, we're back. Another thing I want to clip in is the fact that I do play Hearthstone and World of Warcraft all the dang time. This is on top of writing 6 articles a week, doing the YouTube stuff. You guys are probably like, well, Mike, you are now getting paid to work out in a sense because of Superhero Jack. But while I was making Superhero Jack, I was going to school 18 credit hours a week, working full-time, and not getting paid at all. So I've been there. I know the feeling. But I wanted to work out. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make this my career, so I told myself this has to be a priority. I made fitness a priority. I made nutrition a priority. And back in the day, I used to think you had to work out 2 hours a day, so I was doing it. I was making time in my schedule. If you want to do it, you're going to find time for it. So how do you do it? You find time for it, you make a habit, and you build it. So one of my friends I was just talking to, he actually works until 5, 6 o'clock. Then he's in New York City, so when he goes to the gym, it's just packed out. He hates doing it. So I said, okay, now you need to wake up earlier or go later. Those are your 2 options. If you don't want to go at 5, 6, it's becoming a chore. It shouldn't be. If you get into the habit of going at 5 a.m., you're going to go at 5 a.m. One of the things that I talk about in this article is look at somebody like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or Kevin Hart. I'm going to link to Brandon Train Like The Rock for a week. Boom, right here. Look at those guys. They're traveling around the world. They're making movies. They have multiple business ventures. They're working with like Nike, Under Armour, all these things. And they're still waking up at 4 a.m. and getting to the gym because that's what they're making their priority. And you could do that as well. It's just a matter of what you decide to do. Did I say I was going to clip in WoW and Hearthstone? Yeah. I'm going to do that now. To wrap up this video, I want to make these how-tos pretty short. It's going to be based on an article. We go into how to enjoy the process. You got to test different things, find what works for you, form your habits, sustain and enjoy your fitness over time. You need to figure out what nutrition path is. That's why in our academy we have 7, 8, 9 nutrition paths. Are we up to? Man, somebody's got to fact check me on that. But anyways, we have multiple to choose from. There's not just one way to do it. You have to find what's sustainable for you and then make that work. Same thing with your fitness. 3 days a week, 5 days a week, 7 days a week. Find your workout routine, find what works, and implement it. Then I talk about some bad cop stuff, but we're not going to go into that. I want to make these kind of short. I want to make them fun. I want you to watch, hear what I'm saying, and remember, I just gave you all of that. All this breakdown. Do we want to go through it again? I don't think we want to go through it again. You could go through it again if you want. Broke it down for you. You have plenty of time to get to the gym. I hope you enjoy this. Give me some more topics. They could be research topics. They could be, I have a ton already laid out for myself, but if you want something specifically, I'll make that a priority. We could talk about it. It could be nutrition, could be fitness, could be working out. Let's talk about a topic, do a how-to Tuesday, and yeah, see you later.